everyone. I was doing some late spring cleaning with my houseplants this morning, and it just occurred to me that I now have 5 different kinds of spider plant. I think most people are familiar with spider plants. Sometimes they're called airplane plants or ribbon plants or St. Bernard's lily. I've never heard that one, but I've read about it. And their scientific name is Chlorophytum cosmosum. They were really popular plants, especially growing up in the 70s and early 80s. You'd see them everywhere. And the most common variety that you still can come across is this guy right here. This is Chlorophytum cosmosum vittatum. And he's just kind of a nice, stripy, straight-leafed plant. And the vittatum originally was bred out from, this is a native South African spider plant. It doesn't have a nickname because it's the original. Around 150 years ago, people brought these back home with them to Europe and then on to America. And as you can see, this one's a little bit limp because I just repotted him, but in a couple of days he'll be just growing like crazy. So another variety that got bred from him was this guy here. And at first glance, this looks very similar to the vittatum, but this is variegatum. And the big difference is if you take a close look at the leaves are dark green with a lighter stripe on the edges, whereas on this guy, it's light in the center with dark green edges. It's the inverse. So we move on to my largest spider, this monstrosity here, which is a chlorophytum, but I don't think it's a cosmosum. I think it actually might be viridescens, which is known in the trade now as Hawaiian spider plant. And as you can see, it's a little bit different looking than the others. It's got quite robust, wide leaves compared to these. And what's really kind of unique about them is when they start out as little plantlets, they're quite light and stripy, like this. And then as they get older, here's a slightly older baby, they start getting a little darker, and by the time they're an adult, they've morphed into a darker, kind of iridescent form that kind of is reminiscent of the original plant in the wild in Africa. So, pretty cool. So those are my spider plants, and oh wait, I forgot. I've got one last little addition here. This is a Chlorophytum cosmosum cultivar known as Bonnie. And Bonnie, at first blush, is very similar to the original vittatum, but as you can see, he's got some very curly, almost permed leaves. And what's really nice about the curliness is that it keeps getting curlier even as it's a full-grown plant, and that makes it a lot easier to put in smaller spaces because it's compact. So this little Bonnie is the newest member of my collection, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how it measures up compared to everybody else. So there you have it. That's my little spider plant collection, or at least some of them. So thanks for watching, and I hope you all are having an awesome day. Take it easy.